My beloved brothers and sisters, there comes a time in every life when one reminder, one message, one moment of reflection has the power to change everything. Sometimes you hear words that strike the heart so deeply you can never go back to being the same person again. And perhaps for you, this is that moment. Perhaps this is the reminder you have been waiting for, the wake-up call that could save you from regret tomorrow. So many of us move through life on autopilot, distracted, chasing one thing after another, yet deep down feeling a heaviness, a restlessness, an emptiness that nothing seems to fill. We tell ourselves, we will change later, we will pray later, we will fix our lives when the time is right. But the truth is, none of us is guaranteed that chance. None of us knows how many more days, hours, or even moments we have left. And that is why this reminder is so important, because it is not just about words. It is about choices. It is about decisions that can either build you or break you, lift you or destroy you, save you from regret or lead you straight into it. Present. Today I want you to reflect deeply. Today I want you to listen with your heart, not just your ears. Because what you hear now could be the very reminder that transforms your future, your legacy, and even your eternity. When we talk about life, we often think it is a long journey stretching far ahead of us. We plan for years, for decades, as though tomorrow is guaranteed. But the truth is, life is nothing but a collection of moments. And each moment that passes is gone forever. The choices you make in those moments are what shape who you are, and what story you leave behind, and what destination you are heading toward. Have you ever stopped to realize that every great change in history, every powerful transformation in a person's life started with just one choice? One decision made at the right time can completely alter the course of your future. Present. A man who decides to leave behind an addiction, that one choice sets him free, brings healing to his family, restores his dignity, and gives him back peace. Present. A woman who decides to forgive after years of carrying bitterness. That one choice removes a mountain from her heart, softens her soul, and allows her to taste peace again. A young person who decides to begin praying sincerely, that one choice opens the door to blessings, protection, present, and a connection with the Almighty that will carry them through every difficulty in life. At the same time, one wrong choice can destroy years of effort. One careless word spoken in anger can end a marriage, break a friendship, or scar a child for life. One decision to ignore a reminder, to follow temptation, to indulge in something harmful can spiral into consequences you regret for years. How many people sit today with tears in their eyes because of a decision they made in a single moment, never realizing how far the consequences would reach? So I ask you, my beloved brothers and sisters, what choices are you making every day? Because whether you realize it or not, your daily decisions are building your future. The way you spend your time, the way you treat others, the way you prioritize your faith, the way you deal with your struggles, present. All of these choices are shaping who you are becoming. And the truth is, no one can make those choices for you. You hold the pen in your hand. You are writing your own story. Think of life as a journey with countless crossroads. At each crossroad, you must decide which direction to take. Some roads look easy, tempting, filled with shortcuts and attractions. But at the end of them lies regret, emptiness, and pain. Other roads look harder, requiring sacrifice, patience. But at the end of them lies peace, contentment, and success. And every day you are standing at these crossroads. Present. Every day you are making decisions that bring you closer to one destination or the other. Let me give you an example. Imagine two young people. One says, I will enjoy myself today and worry about faith later. So he spends his time chasing pleasures, ignoring prayer, indulging in distractions. The other says, I will begin now even if I'm not perfect, even if it is difficult. So he takes small steps, building habits of prayer, kindness, and discipline. 10 years later, present, where are they? One is still restless, still searching for peace, still chained by habits that destroy him. The other may not be perfect, but he carries peace in his heart, light in his face, and blessings in his life. What separated them? One decision repeated consistently that shaped their futures in completely different ways. And the truth is, none of us can escape the weight of our decisions. If you choose to ignore your heart when it calls you to what is right, you may silence it for a while, but eventually the consequences will come. If you choose to keep delaying, saying, tomorrow, 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 you may find that tomorrow never arrives. If you choose to fill your time with distractions, present, you may wake up one day realizing you have wasted years of your life on things that never truly mattered. But here is the beauty. At any moment, present, you can choose differently. At any moment, you can turn the wheel of your life in a new direction. You can decide today I will change. Today I will begin. Today I will choose peace over regret, purpose over distraction, light over darkness. That one decision can rewrite your story. Then, that one decision can save you from regret. That one decision can be the turning point you look back on for the rest of your life. And don't think you need to wait for a dramatic sign or for someone to push you. The opportunity is already in front of you. The reminder is already here. The call is already reaching your ears. The question is not whether the chance is available. The question is whether you will take it. Let me remind you of something. The habits are built one decision at a time. A person who prays 5 times a day did not start with 5. They started with 1, then added another, then another, present until it became part of who they are. A person who memorizes a book does not do it in a night. They do it line by line, page by page, day by day. A person who becomes respected for their kindness does not earn that reputation in one act. It is built over years of choosing to smile, to forgive, to help. In the same way, your legacy is not built in one day. It is built through thousands of small decisions, stacked one on top of the other until they define who you are. So my brothers and sisters, do not underestimate the power of a single choice. Present. Do not tell yourself it does not matter, because every small choice you make today is either strengthening you or weakening you, building you or breaking you, leading you toward peace or toward regret. And every day you delay making the right choice, you are allowing regret to grow stronger in your future. The enemy whispers, it's only one more time, it's only one small sin, it's only one wasted hour, it's only one choice. But in reality, that one becomes 2, then 10, then a habit, then a lifestyle until it defines you. The good news is the same is true for the opposite. One good choice becomes 2, then 10, then a habit, then a lifestyle until it defines you. The question is, which cycle are you starting today? This, my beloved brothers and sisters, present is why reminders like this are so important, because sometimes you need to stop in the middle of the road and ask yourself, which direction am I heading? Am I making the choices that will build me, or am I making the choices that will break me? Am I planting seeds of light, or am I planting seeds of regret? The decision is yours, and you don't need to wait until tomorrow. You don't need to wait until you feel ready. The choice is in front of you now. And perhaps this reminder is the very moment that will give you the courage to make it. My beloved brothers and sisters, then let us take a step back and reflect honestly on the reality of life itself. Present, because one of the greatest deceptions of this world is that it makes us feel like we will be here forever. We walk around with plans for tomorrow, for next year, for decades ahead, and yet none of us has been promised even the next hour. We convince ourselves that we still have time, that change can wait, that death is far away. But the truth is, death is the only certainty, and its timing is the greatest uncertainty. Every day around us, people are leaving this world. Every day, present, families bury their loved ones. And when you look closely, you will see that the grave does not discriminate. It does not care about your age. It does not care about your health. It does not care about your wealth. The young are buried alongside the old, the strong alongside the weak, present, the wealthy alongside the poor. Death does not wait for you to be ready. It comes when your time is up. And when it comes, no one can delay it. No one can buy more time. No one can escape it. How many times have you heard the shocking news? A young man who was full of life, laughing with friends, planning his future, suddenly gone. A woman who was preparing for her wedding, gone before the day arrived. A child full of energy, playing happily, taken in an instant by illness or accident. Every time we hear these stories, we shake our heads. We say, how shocking, how sudden. But my brothers and sisters, is it really shocking? The only thing guaranteed about life is that it will end. The only thing uncertain is when. And yet we live as though we are immortal. We chase wealth. We chase fame. We chase possessions. We chase the next distraction while neglecting the one reality that will meet us sooner than we expect. How many of us spend hours worrying about careers, businesses, reputations, while neglecting the prayer that could save us, the kindness that could outlive us, the forgiveness that could free us? How many of us are preparing for decades in this world while making no preparation for eternity? Let me ask you, my brothers and sisters, if you knew with certainty that you had only 1 week left to live, how would you spend it? Would you waste it on endless scrolling, gossip, jealousy, chasing after things that will not follow you? Or would you rush to your prayers, to your family, to your Lord? Would you reconcile with those you have wronged? Would you seek forgiveness? Would you give charity? Would you live every moment with urgency because you know the time is short? Then why do we not live like that now, when the truth is none of us knows if we will even see next week? The most dangerous word we keep telling ourselves is tomorrow. Tomorrow I will change. Tomorrow I will start praying. Tomorrow I will ask for forgiveness. Tomorrow I will fix my life. But tomorrow is a trap. Tomorrow is an illusion. Tomorrow is the lie we tell ourselves so we can remain comfortable in our bad habits today. And the graveyards are full of people who said tomorrow, but their tomorrow never came. Think of time like a treasure chest, my brothers and sisters. Present. Every morning you are given a small bag of gold coins. Those coins are your hours for the day, and once you spend them, they are gone. You cannot get them back. You cannot save them for later. You cannot buy more. The richest person and the poorest person both receive the same 24 coins each day. The only question is, how do you spend them? Some invest them in deeds that will benefit them forever. Others waste them on things that vanish the moment the day ends. Present, which one are you? And think of time like sand slipping through your fingers. Every second a grain falls. No matter how tightly you hold on, the sand keeps slipping away. Every heartbeat is one step closer to your last. Every breath you take is bringing you closer to the end. And one day, the last grain of sand will fall. The last breath will leave, and your time will be over. That is the reality we ignore. But it is the reality that should shape how we live. What makes this reality even more urgent is that when time is up, it is up. There is no second chance. There is no pause button. There is no bargaining. You cannot say, give me one more hour to pray, one more day to repent, one more week to fix my mistakes. Number, once the final moment arrives, your record is closed. What you have written is written. What you have planted is planted. What you have built is built. And you will carry that record with you with no opportunity to add or erase a single line. So why do we keep delaying? Why do we waste today waiting for tomorrow? Why do we gamble with the one thing we cannot replace? My brothers and sisters, wisdom is not in living as though you will never die. Present wisdom is in living every day as though it could be your last, while preparing for eternity as though you will live forever. Let us be honest. Many of us are guilty of filling our days with what does not matter. Hours lost in distractions, nights wasted in heedlessness, hearts filled with envy, grudges, present, and pride. And then we complain of feeling empty, of feeling restless, of feeling that something is missing. Present. But how could it be otherwise when we are neglecting the very purpose of our existence? The truth is, your life is not measured by how many years you live, but by how you use them. Some people live only a few decades, but leave behind legacies of goodness, knowledge, and kindness that echo for centuries. Others live long lives, but leave nothing behind but regret. Which one will you be? And think of this. When people die, we often say they left us too soon. But what is too soon? Even if a person lives to 80 or 90, their life feels short when it ends. Because compared to eternity, present, even 100 years is nothing more than a blink of an eye. So why do we treat this blink as though it is everything while neglecting the forever that comes after? The reality of life is that it is temporary, fragile, and unpredictable. You do not know when it will end. And that should not make you hopeless, but rather urgent. It should push you to live wisely, to use your time well, to focus on what truly matters, to plant seeds of goodness while you still can. Do not wait for tragedy to wake you up. Do not wait for loss to remind you of what is important. So do not wait until you are standing at the edge of death to realize what you should have done differently. Let this be your wake-up call today. Because the greatest mistake you can make is living as though you will never die. And the greatest wisdom you can live by is to prepare for the one certainty that no one can escape. If there is one thing we must truly understand, it is that our hearts are the center of everything. Your entire life, your choices, your peace, your happiness, your regrets, all of it flows from the condition of your heart. If the heart is healthy, alive, and at peace, then the rest of your life will reflect that peace. But if the heart is sick, heavy, poisoned, restless, then no matter what you achieve, no matter what you own, no matter how much the world praises you, you will feel empty inside. And tell me honestly, how many times have you gone to sleep at night feeling restless, even though on the outside everything looked fine? Then you had food on your table, a roof over your head, maybe even friends around you, maybe even success in your career. And yet, when you lay down in the quiet, you felt an ache you could not explain. That ache is the heart's cry. That emptiness is the soul reminding you, I was not created for this world. I was created for something higher. I will never be satisfied with possessions or applause or distractions. present, I will only find peace when I am connected to the one who created me. And this is why so many people today